As one of the largest countries in the world, the United States has many different ecosystems within its borders, ranging from rocky deserts to dry plains and icy tundras. Since the government often designs national parks to preserve specific scenic natural environments, the U.S. has many different areas worth protecting as national parks. There are a total of 423 national park sites in the U.S., 63 of which are specifically operated by the National Park Service. This variety has earned the United States of America a reputation as a national park hotspot, earning it a record 16 billion visits since 1904 and making millions more come to experience the sites every year. Naturally, some parks draw more attention than others. This is Jet Set Voyager, your best plug for travel locations in the US. And in this video, we'll give you a highlight of the top 10 national parks in the US. 10 is the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. One of the most distinctive features of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park is the haze that fills the mountain valley every morning, caused by moisture and organic compounds from the forest within. Not only that, the national park is a picture of biodiversity, offering visitors over 1,500 types of flowering plants, 240 bird species, and 50 different kinds of fishes. The stunning views of forests as far as the eye can see, mountains looming over the horizons, and natural curiosities like waterfalls and firefly shows make this national park attract an average of 11.3 million recreational visits yearly. There are many places to visit and activities to participate in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Visitors can hike to Mount LeConte's peak to watch incredible sunrises at the LeConte Lodge or visit the Oconaluftee Visitor Center for a trip through history. It is a truly great place to unwind. 9. Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park is the first national park in the entire world, but it doesn't draw attention just from this alone. Located in Wyoming and spanning an area of 2.2 million acres, this national park is home to herds of bison, alpine tundras, glacier-carved valleys, and steaming geysers. Its hydrothermal features are a world marvel, numbering about 10,000, translating to more than half of the planet's active geysers. The Mammoth Hot Springs, with its steamy waters and travertine terraces, draws visitors all year round, especially in winter when one can ski among the sulfur of the upper terraces. The Old Faithful geyser is also a crowd favorite, erupting about 17 times daily, and reaching heights of up to 130 feet. Even more iconic is Yellowstone Grand Prismatic Spring, which houses trillions of bacteria that have adapted to the high temperature of the spring's water. Yellowstone National Park is also known for its diverse wildlife. Large herbivores like bison and elk roam its grasslands, stalked by predators like wolves and grizzly bears. Other elusive carnivores like coyotes and mountain lions also call Yellowstone home. The Grand Loop Road connects most of the park's major sites, providing visitors with one of the most scenic drives they could ask for. Number 8. Yosemite National Park. California has 9 national parks, but Yosemite National Park is the most distinctive of them all. This national park is a place of valleys and rocks, drawing visitors to come to enjoy its dramatic landscapes and challenge its heights. Visitors can traverse the 8-mile-long Yosemite Valley, experiencing the wonders carved by glacial erosion over the course of millions of years, including granite walls that are thousands of feet tall and waterfalls cascading from high above. El Capitan, standing at over 3,000 feet tall, is also an attraction to any rock climber worth his salt. The Half Dome is a sight unlike any other, seeing a granite dome just shy of 4,800 feet tall, sheared in half by erosion and earthquakes, drives home an understanding of nature's terrifying capabilities. Take the Tioga Road or hike through the Bridal Veil Fall Trail or the Mirror Lake Loop for a thrilling experience in Yosemite National Park. 7. Denali National Park and Preserve. Spanning 6 million acres of largely untamed Alaskan wilderness, Denali National Park and Preserve offers visitors ready to embark on remote wilderness adventures the opportunity they need. This Alaskan park is a place filled with tundras and glaciers, as well as wildlife such as bears and caribou. It is home to fast-moving creeks, valleys, and mountains, including the tallest summit in North America, the Denali, standing at over 20,300 feet high. Springtime in Denali offers vistas of wildflower-filled valleys contrasted nicely by permanently snow-capped mountains in the background. Winter is just as nice, with the snow-covered lands becoming an arena for snowshoeing and cross-country skiing trips. The sight of the Aurora Borealis is the highlight of any visitor's stay in winter. A bus ride through the lone Denali Park Road is the best way to explore the park, but visitors can also hike off-trail from the road to explore. 6. Grand Teton National Park. 31 miles from Yellowstone National Park, rocks jut out nearly 13,000 feet into the sky. These are the peaks of the Teton Range, imposing glacier-carved and the highlight of Grand Teton National Park. The park is not a one-trick pony, though. Apart from the towering granite crags of the Grand Teton Range, the park attracts visitors with its lakes, glaciers, and wildlife. There are 6 morainal lakes at the base of the mountains, with over 100 lakes scattered throughout the park. The Snake River cutting through the park also provides scenic views for visitors taking rafting tours, including the golden landscape that the quaking aspen forest turns to in fall. The mountains themselves draw rock climbers from all over, looking to scale the Grand Teton summit. The combined 250 miles of hiking trails within the park is a dream for many hikers. They range from relatively easy hikes like the Taggart Lake Trail to challenging trails like the Forks of Cascade Canyon Trail. 5. Joshua Tree National Park. The most iconic feature of this Californian national park is the presence of Yucca brevifolia plants, dubbed Joshua trees. But it's not the only thing drawing visitors over. Joshua Tree consists of 2 distinct desert ecosystems, divided by elevation, the Colorado and the Mojave. Visitors experience an abrupt shift from the Colorado ecosystem, a sparse land stubbled with creosote bushes and the occasional ocotillo, to the wetter Mojave, standing above 3,000 feet and considered the high desert, which is more vegetated with giant branching yuccas. The massive granite monoliths and rock piles in Joshua Tree are one of the most intriguing geological features of their kind, and they draw rock climbers, artists, campers, and more. 4. Shenandoah National Park. Shenandoah National Park is a world of rolling hills, breezy peaks, wooded hollows, cascading waterfalls, and mountain streams. Its 105-mile-long Skyline Drive offers drivers more than 75 scenic overlooks, pull-offs, trailheads, and campgrounds. Sites such as the Overall Run Falls, Old Rag Mountain, Big Meadows, Dark Hollow Falls, and other major attractions can be accessed through the 500 miles of hiking trails crisscrossing the park. Spring sees wildflowers blooming along the edge of hiking trails, making the park come alive with colors, while fall turns Shenandoah National Park into a mesmerizing view with golden yellow and fiery amber leaves. 3. Acadia National Park. Acadia National Park is the only one of its kind in New England, combining mountains and sea into a continuous landscape. The park, covering half of Mount Desert Island, offers storied coastlines, bustling harbors, and waterside villages. Visitors also get to experience trails leading to hidden tide pools, summits with views of most of the park, and the Gulf of Maine, lakes suitable for kayaking, and many more. The park's rustic vibe and access to nature are what make it such a crowd puller. 2. Rocky Mountain National Park. Rocky Mountain National Park is an alpine wonder, with 60 peaks over 12,000 feet tall. The sights here are varied, ranging from thick pine forests to broad meadows that bloom with colors in summer, or alpine lakes surrounded by mountain peaks and ridges. The park has as many as 150 lakes and 450 miles of running water combined. Rocky Mountain is made accessible by 355 miles of hiking trails, which open up the park's secrets for visitors to explore. Locations such as the Moraine Park, where elk and deer can be seen grazing, Long's Peak, which is the highest point in the park, or Bear Lake are major attractions for visitors who want a scenic spot with unmatched panoramas. 1. Crater Lake National Park. Formed 7,700 years ago, Oregon's Crater Lake National Park's iconic Crater Lake is the deepest lake in the U.S., reaching a chilling depth of almost 2,000 feet. Snowmelt from the surrounding mountain peaks feeds the lake's dark blue waters, which are so pure and glassy that they reflect the craggy cliffs that bracket it. Wildflowers, fir, and pine dominate the landscape left after the eruption that created the lake's basin. Black bears, deer, eagles, marmots, and more roam these lands. The lake's rim is cut through by 90 miles of hiking trails, with plenty of spots offering panoramic vistas of this peaceful chunk of nature 6,000 feet above sea level. Lately, national parks have been all the rage, with more Americans spending time outdoors than ever before. With the opportunity to see scenic landscapes, natural wonders, and majestic wildlife, it is no wonder why they're so popular. For more videos on the best travel locations in the US, hit subscribe and turn on notifications to know as soon as we make an upload. See you next time!